Hello, it's Dan Webster here at St Anne's Old Links Golf Club. Today I've got a very special treat. This is a first look at the new Taylormade Gapr product. We've got the 2 low, the 3 mid and the 4 high. What I'm going to do, I'm going to head out onto the practice ground. It's a bit of a breezy day. I'm going to put them to the test out there just to see if they do what they say. And then we'll head back into the studio, have a little look at them, check out the numbers. I'm very excited. This should be fun. Let's go. So I'm going to start off with the high. It is quite a strong breeze out here. I do expect this to pop up in the air. Very excited to hit these clubs. It looks absolutely superb behind the ball, this. Oh, that's so solid. Oh, I love that. Okay, that's the 4 high. You know what, it wasn't too high either. It gave it a nice penetrating flight. It got up a bit higher than, you know, I expect the other 2. But I think I can still control this even in this breeze. It does look easy to hit. It's got that dropped crown, just helps you with alignment. These are great. Let's hit one more with the high. Wow, we like that. Right, let's move on to the mid. So this one is the 3 mid, slightly slimmer profile. Probably aimed at a golfer that's looking for a little bit lower ball flight than the high, and maybe a mid handicap golfer, mid to low handicap golfer. I would say this is my favourite looking of the 3. I do feel like I can connect with this and give it a really nice straight flight. Oh yes, this is great. Now the face on this is designed to look quite like an iron face, to give you that confidence that you are still using an iron. Really, the colour scheme looks fantastic all the way down from the shaft into the head. Like that flight. So what that seems to have done compared to the high is it got up to height and stayed there. The high got up to height and then got a bit higher as well. That seems to have gone like a bit more of a bullet flight. Yeah, it's doing what it says it should do. Last shot with this one. Oh yes, just turn that over a little bit, but again drilled into the breeze like these. Okay, now we have got the Gapr low. Okay, this is one Tiger's been practicing with and a lot of tour players. I think this is designed for the lower handicap golfer. The Gapr low is the thinnest profile, probably the hardest to hit if we're going to describe it like that. You've got to see this ball flight. Just watch this, it absolutely fizzes away. Look at that. Hopefully this camera's just picked that up, but this is about 10 yards lower in flight, but it's a proper peeling stinger. Don't fancy getting this up in the air, but into this breeze here at St Anne's Old Links today. Yeah, again, hopefully you can see that. It's really nice and controlled. I might just stay out here all day doing this. Yeah, that is exactly what it says on the can. Right, I think we should have a little closer look at these back in the studio and really get down and dirty with the details. Let's have a look at exactly what these clubs do. So I'm now back in the warmth of the studio. Yeah, shorts was not the right dress for out there today, that's for sure. So first of all, I've got the Gapr high. This is the 4. A couple of things about it. It's very low and back CG. The idea of that is to help push the loft, push the centre of gravity forward during the downswing, adding loft, getting the ball up in the air. A dropped crown as well. The idea of that is for alignment, but also again lowering that CG. The high is for those that want to get the ball up in the air. There is a loft sleeve on here as well. Let's hit it. Okay, nice hit. Like the feel of that. A little bit towards the toey. This is the most forgiving out of the three in my eyes. Better strike there. Definitely comes off the club face hot. Do like the look of these clubs. Again, for me, this club is going to be for the golfer that just wants to get a bit more forgiveness, get that ball up in the air, and it's a bit more of a traditional shaped hybrid. We can tune it, that's the key. Again, loft sleeve on here that Taylormade are using. The 4 is 22, but it is move up and downable. Is that a word? Let's try the mid. Okay, and as I said out on the practice ground, this is the one I think I'll be using. Gives the look that I'm looking for in a gapping club, if you like. It is a new category now Taylormade have created. When you look down at it, there is a face of an iron. That is important. Taylormade have put a club together that's designed to perform a bit like a hybrid, but looks like an iron. The face is looking like an iron. Not quite as low CG this time, but it is lower. And designed to get the ball airborne, but with a mid trajectory. From the top of the club, it doesn't look as chunky, still very nice sight line, still alignment mark, this lovely little angle in the back, the way the cosmetics are, really helps you line this up well. This is a mid 3. So straight away we're going to see, I think, a lower trajectory here. Okay, yeah, another nice hit. Like the look of this club. This probably is my favourite looking. Let's move across to the 2. This is the peeler, the stinger, the one that's really going to get that ball flight down. So the 2, the stinger daddy, if you like. This has got a low forward CG. This is designed to create low spin. The profile of this is aimed at the better player. That's how the profile I describe it. It's a very thin looking profile. Still looks nice. Still looks a lot easier to use than maybe a 2 iron. This, for me, is something that's going to give us a nice low trajectory, and again, we saw it on the range. Wasn't the best strike that, not as forgiving, slightly toey, and I hit the same strike with the 4, got away with it, and that's a big sign. This might be a little bit too challenging for the majority of club golfers to use. Let's see if we can put a good swing on it. Okay, nice hit, really happy with the strike on that one. Again, this for me is, I feel like I've got to hit it well. I feel like I've got to put a great swing on it. The high, I just felt like I could just swing. Easy like a Sunday morning really. This one, yeah, you've got to work hard with it. Right, let's have a little closer look at some of these numbers. First impressions though, I love the look and feel of these. So if you've liked this video, make sure you give me a little thumbs up down below. Are you a subscriber? If not, hit the subscribe button, and also make sure you hit the bell to get the notifications for when I put a video up. Really appreciate your support with this channel, and also I've got to thank Taylormade for sending me these clubs in early to give me the chance to do this review. But let's have a little look at some of these numbers. Okay, so on the screen here we've got a Gapr low in green, Gapr mid in light blue, and dark blue for the Gapr high in the 4. Now straight away the first things we can see, the ball speed a bit higher off the Gapr 2. It came off a bit hotter because it's a longer club, and also it's less lofted, so it's going to get a bit more ball speed. That's the one I expect. Launch angle though, 12.6, that's what it's supposed to do. Spin rate quite low, 2.8, I like that. That is a low penetrating ball flight. Notice all 3 spin rates are pretty low. That equates to distance. Yes, the shape of the head is going to help us get loft, it's going to help us get height, it's going to help us fine tune the flight we're looking for, but the speed foam in each of these clubs is designed to help generate that distance, okay? Carry distance, so we go with the high first of all, 185 finishing at 205. I did hit one not so great, but they went nice and straight, happy with that. The 3, the mid for me is the one I think I'm going to be looking at putting in my bag. 230 total, carry at 208, 14 degrees of launch, quite happy with that, a couple of degrees higher than the low, but also 208 carry, 230, and then that low there gets out there a little bit further, lower ball flight, lower distance. It's a tough comparison here because we've got a 2 low, a 3 mid and a 4 high, so like for like it's not really able to do. However, what I am looking at is how the ball flies, how they sit, and how much easier or harder they are to use. For me, the 2 here, probably not going to be able to put that in my bag, but it will suit a lot of you that are looking for a non-forgiving, penetrating flight. The 3 is the one I think you should have a little look at yourselves. I'm going to put that in my bag, definitely. And the 4, it's a 3 with a little bit more help, and it gives you a little bit more forgiveness. But that's pretty much what I expected. The numbers on there, exactly what I expected from these clubs. So I hope you've enjoyed that quick review, first look here. I'm going to do some in-depth stuff over the next few weeks, looking at each one of these clubs and putting them right through their paces. But first impressions, very happy with them. Our custom fit kit will be arriving very soon here at St Anne's Old Links. If you are interested in giving these a try, just make a comment below. Let's get you over and book a fitting in. Good looking clubs, do what they say. I think you're on a winner here, Taylormade. Thanks again for watching. See you all soon. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and help me grow the channel. Thanks again.